So today's white guy video essay is going to be a little bit of a short one. I had a Sunday off and have had a really difficult schedule to work with around lately, so I've decided why not sling a fast one out like the good old days. Do you, the viewer, know what I enjoy more than doom scrolling cats on Instagram? Money. Easy question, obviously. However, there is one thing that I enjoy way more than money, and that is a story with an unlikely ending. Every day I wake up and it seems like I get used as a fleshlight by big corpos, which oversaturate my working hours and my wage labor camps with corpo values plastered on the wall, like the customer is always right, and employees, remember to wash your hands after using the restroom. So every waking moment I spend not locked up in the wage cage or undergoing human zoochosis due to egregious student debt, I like to spend indulging in a fantasy. What's even better is when the fantasy includes a person or authority figure who is doing something that they should not be doing, and they get the appropriate punishment for their actions. This Troggy was caught by one of her fellow officers. That's right, a female officer. Her popping curves and driving just erratically wrong, and like just the wrong way down a I don't know if it's a two-way street or if it's a one-way street, but they just said the wrong way, which is not, it's not very optimal.
A McKinley County officer in New Mexico conducts a traffic stop after a driver goes the wrong way on a one-way street and hops a curb, popping both passenger side tires. What the officer doesn't know is the driver is a fellow New Mexico State police officer.
When she was caught doing this, she was pulled over, obviously, as one officer would do, and was instructed to pull down the window. And she kind of like cracked it just a little, just enough to like hear her voice, which I don't know, maybe she thought she was being sneaky, like a dog who tipped over a trash can and their owner came home and they just kind of like...
Can you roll it down?
What's up?
You're going the wrong way on 2nd Street, and then you also hit a curb and popped both your tires on the side. How much alcohol have you had tonight?
Nothing.
You know, they run away with their tails between their legs and they act like they don't even know what the fuck they're looking at. But this isn't a dog. This is a fully grown adult woman with a police badge. Really quickly, I just want to point out that the officers I have met personally have only been a really positive effect on my life. I carry no judgment towards the law enforcement of my immediate area because they are basically the only wall against my low-income apartment complex and crackhead tweakers and drunk college kids over at the fucking Costco. We don't have a Costco, but that's where one would be. What I'm trying to get at is that this isn't really an expose on law enforcement or the judiciary system. This is merely a video of entertainment value. So in the month of February of this year, an officer in New Mexico in the jurisdiction of McKinley County pulled over a fellow officer of the same state. It wasn't mentioned if she was from the same county or otherwise. The details must not really be important or pertinent enough to the case to mention the footage that I scalped from YouTube. The channel's name is Midwest Safety, by the way, which will be in the description if any of you are what the fuck, if any of you are interested in the raw footage content akin to the topic. Oh my fucking god. Akin to the topic we are discussing. Anyways, yeah, the ex-female officer wouldn't roll down her window, really, but after several attempts at peaceful resolution by our Chad-pilled stoic hero with the body cam, he reports that she's being rather non-compliant and that an odor is exuding from the window of alcohol, which if she wasn't already driving like a functionally hindered homunculus, that would be enough probable cause to search her vehicle. But they need to remove her first, which is the biggest issue.
I'm watching her hands.
She tries to call her sergeant, I guess, to mediate the situation, but she's obviously stupid, and shit doesn't fly because she could have Omni-manned a crosswalk. you imagine being like a police sergeant in the butt-fuck dead of night, and your inebriated scoundrel junior officer is calling you like you're the last evac QE out of Saigon? Sarge! Sarge! She clearly isn't present in the encounter with the officer, as she's slurring and nearly deaf or comprehensively impaired, and struggling to form basic English syntax when she's responding to the officers. I mean, me too. But I mean, I'm not drunk. Normally, I would think, well, maybe they should save the questions for when she's more sober and able to maybe get out a single fucking like rational sentence. But again, she could have smeared the sidewalk with a family of 4, so I could care less about a failing businessman's ideas on the social and foreign policy of the U.S. than whatever the fuck she has to say. She still got away scot-free though, I believe, as she had chosen to resign by herself, likely under the pressure of her superiors, as any creature that makes decisions like driving intoxicated likely struggles with basic human tasks such as self-preservation. Apparently, this somehow brought to light a large scandal wherein defense attorneys were being paid to dismiss DWI charges involving officers, though this is a story for Midwest Safe to explain when you watch their video. Again, that's in the description. Yeah, that's basically all that I have to say about the matter. I mean, you can see with your own eyes. There's not really any debate really here. It's a pretty straightforward video. I have a very stacked summer, so I won't be able to crank out 30 videos again like every month, but I will do my diddly dard and damnedest to get something out every now and then, even though the algorithm has been suffocating my videos with formaldehyde and sinking them to the bottom of the lake with cinder blocks attached to its heels. Since gaming videos haven't been so hot lately, I am returning to the brass tacks and the roots of my channel with white guy video essays. Gaming is still fun though, so I'll still be doing gaming content, but I just wanted to inform my audience of like 5 people that my content was getting divvied up just a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Peace.